Thailand, I better do quick, you know,
Mm.
or if I have to stay, I just to be solid. But you know, my dad, my mom, you know, Asian,
Yeah.
you know. So they gave me the total freedom of whatever I dream of, you know, doing my things, you know. Andy knew it, and then yeah, big time, you know, between deciding to come back because I love there so much, you know, it's like my home too, all my buddies there, and I'm I'm doing quite well, you know, back then. Oh, I'm okay, you know, but my family, everybody is here, you know. So and then I met my wife now, you know, and then she's Thai, so yeah, big thing for me, you know. So I'm like, okay. I asked my parents if they want to come to US. They all like said no, you know, they love it here. So I
Mm.
I decided to move back, and it was a right decision, big time, you know.
You did really
Yeah,
well when you moved back.
yeah. I was back here without, you know, I don't know. I just had my idea, you know, but zero in term of connection because I was back there in the US, you know, for long time. And then I came back, all my friends was kind of like, you know, doing their own thing. And then, you know, I came back and I team up with friends from the US, but they're Thai. So we started up the company called MAD, MAD, and then started with 4 people, and then just fought my way up. 10 years, man. Yeah, 10 years straight.
Damn, has it
And
been 10
now,
years already?
yeah, man, 10 years. Can you believe it? This year's going to be 10-year anniversary of the company.
Wow.
And we started with 4 people, and now we grew up to about 50 now. 50 people. Yeah. And
Um,
Like, and
that's
I don't,
what's that been like, man? Like,
uh,
what is that struggle been like being back? It sounds like you're almost like taking a breath of fresh air for a second, just being able to relax.
yeah, because you know when you came back, you know it's like in the States, right? When you grew up in, let's say, Colorado, and you have to move in the big town like LA or something, it's the same feeling. Here is a big town too. You know, we had about 10 million people just in the Bangkok alone. It's a pretty big city, 10 million people, and then the businesses we went into was kind of like a branding thing, branding, entertainment branding, which is kind of rare back then. We focused on just movies, TV shows, and all those kind of stuff. So we did the campaign for the movie poster, some like in Hollywood, right? So we did that, and then it become a big thing here because they never seen anything like it. You know, all like Hollywood type of stuff. You know, so pretty much I brought back a lot of technology back then, you know. And then we were the first team to make a moving poster, you know, like a motion poster, you
right.
know. And we combine, you know, photography and motion, you know, and then the high end Photoshop into it, and good designers make the whole poster moving. And then, you know, and then after we took that technology to the theater, everyone moved from just the frame into LCD TV, and
So you
order
did
just came in, you know.
did you do like what do they call that thing now? With the photos, is it printograph or something like that?
Cinematograph.
Yeah.
Cinematograph.
Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
you guys
we
were
do
doing?
that. Yeah. That's what we do. But we didn't have any term to call back then. We call it motion poster here, you know.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of I don't want to say it's insane, you know, because the amount of money they pay here in Thailand is really little compared to the US. If we get one poster per month in US, I will probably super rich, you know.
Yeah.
But here it's like a big hard work and even more complex than what we seen in the whole world, you know.
Oh
I,
wow.
I I don't know if I can send you some sample, but I can send you later. You know,
Yeah.
like all those bullets and all those kind of stuff is really hard, you know, to make.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Send
Hours and
it
hours.
on
Yeah.
the clip.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
That's actually like the big deal right now over here. I don't know about over there, but definitely over here right now because they can't figure out how to shoot the new commercials and films and stuff because they just can't have big crews. So now they're trying to look into doing that stuff with the motion poster, like you said.
Mhm.
Um, and they've been playing with that a little bit. And so now that's like a new thing in the whole with managing and submitting people. Um, that's like a big deal because they'll classify it as non-union, no affiliate. Like it's really like a thin line because they can't place it as print, but they can't place it as like media. You know what I mean? Because it
Mhm.
starts out as
Mhm.
print, but then it changes in the media, like into film.
Mhm.
So they're having like a big problem trying to figure out like, can somebody SAG do this thing if it really starts out as print, but it ends up being non-union media? You know what I mean?
Mhm. Uh-huh.
So it's like
So
a dilemma right now. I
so
think.
actually, you know, I just came up with this idea for you guys. Like, what if you can revolutionize the whole headshots online? You know, now we're doing such a nice portrait, right? Like sitting, all those kind of stuff. What if starting with Alex, you know, like he just turned, wing, you know,
Shout out to my guy
it,
right here. I love this. He wants to put me as the piggy right here. I like this guy. I
you
like
know,
this guy.
like something
And he
like
do all
this.
this.
Just
Oh, I do.
yeah,
All this.
you know,
Oh,
just
live?
finish it with
Like
yeah.
live?
It's a motion, you know,
Oh,
photo.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
headshot
yeah.
thing. It's just turn and then still boom.
yeah.
You
No,
know, think of people gonna be like, who the hell is this guy? You know, everybody is just turning into like that, and then this guy is like wing one time
oh,
into
I
the
got that shit
casting
down all day
director.
long.
You know, like wing one time. I'm like,
You
what?
gotta see my site now.
That would be pretty.
Wow,
That'd be
Yeah,
pretty smart,
crazy.
actually. I like this guy.
yeah,
I like this guy. He's a visionary.
yeah,
I like this guy.
yeah, yeah. So you know, if you, you know, fuck man,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
have
what you're talking
the
about.
laptop with me. I can send you some motion stuff that we do. So to go on, you know, we came into this industry really strong, and then it's like number one now, you know, in the entertainment, you know, branding. And then we took the whole entire 10 years of experience, you know, and
Hmm.
then we team up with a lot of good team now, you know, 10 years, and then we put together new projects and new businesses. And yeah, during this COVID, instead of you know, feeling small sitting at home, we work even harder. And then now, just last week alone, we fundraising, you know, and we got the fund to move on with uh, other project, you know.
Hmm.
And we got our first startup, and hopefully we become a unicorn in Thailand.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
cool.
in 3 months we will be done with the application, and it's pretty much using all the technology, the motion, and the advertising skill that we do,
Huh.
combine team up with the IT tech company, uh, with the investor, good lawyer in our team. So
Hmm.
we solid now. The government is like next door. We going out in and out to the government, you know, uh, team of travel. Uh, Big industry here is fruit, you know, fruit and farming. So pretty much we're gonna open up the market for the whole world to come check out our, you know, you can buy fresh fruit,
Yeah.
those kind of stuff. So it's a lot of work, man. But the funding is just came in, not even, this is like the beginning stage,
Right.
but it's $1 trillion business per year, man, in Thailand.
Oh, the
So
fruit and the dry.
hopefully, man, this time next year,
Yeah.
oh man, I don't know.
You can be
3 years
rolling
we'll be in
and
the
have
stock market.
a
That's it.
room in your house that says Andy at the top and always
Yo.
Dude, I will go back to US, man, and I will throw a big party. Just a big
and
party, all
everybody
my
will have
friends and
masks and they'll be 6 feet away from each other.
Hey, we'll be
man, I don't
partying with
know.
mask on.
I'm good.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah. But it's been a really, really cool journey. Whatever I had in mind, we got it the first 3 years. It came so fast. Like, I went with Andy to I think it's Florida, right, for on a shoot, and
Mm.
I got the idea of this, back then. I'm like, this is cool. This could be in Thailand, and that company is so small, right? Maybe only 7 people back then. And I
Yeah.
came back. I started exactly the same way, kind of cool type of technology oriented company, and boom, next thing you know, it's just grew. And then, but it's different, man. Back then I was kind of freelance in the US, so to work with a lot of people, to become an entrepreneur, and work with lots of people, man, it's tough, to lead the type of company. So we have to test ourselves from 4 people, and then 10, and then 20, and then 30 and 40, and now 50. And then if we're doing this startup company, I think hundreds of people, it's just a blink of an eye, so
That's
not
awesome, man.
right away. Yeah. Agoda just laid off 6,000 people, you
Which one?
know. Agoda, have you heard of it? Agoda?
Yeah, it sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. That's the
a
one,
travel,
the
yeah,
travel one.
booking, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they sent out the email, right?
Yeah.
Said, you see this email because we have to say goodbye to good people in our company. So,
Yeah.
send whatever you are looking for so we can send them off nicely. That's really cool. So I sent this to HR. Hey, we need all these people. Let's check them out. Whoever in Thailand, we need a lot of people from tech company like this. You
Oh,
know.
that's cool. So
So
they got laid off and you got them on board.
yeah, totally. Like
That's awesome.
whoever we're looking for marketing right now. Um, People now they're laid off, but we are taking them in. It's
Sorry,
such a
Alex. I'm
good
gonna
time.
move to Thailand just so you know.
No, I'm paying attention. I mean, it's kind of like it's a very
I
interesting
just kidding.
corporate structure that you're putting together here. Like, I guess my only question would be, um, have you ever feared growing too big too fast?
No,
Like when
no, never,
you didn't even
never.
hesitate. You didn't even hesitate. Oh man,
No,
I love it.
no, not at all. Because it's no way you can serve people enough if you a small army group of people. That's what I believe. You can be as good as Elon Musk, but if you have no team, fuck no, man. You
Ooh.
cannot you cannot take your dream into the next level for sure.
Mm.
So you got to think big, man. You got to
Yeah.
think big. Yeah. So if you sit
Stay
sit
up.
alone and then sell the idea to the bigger team, that's cool. That's a
Yeah.
good way, but you have to be in the war yourself. That's what I believe. You have to lead the war in order to gain more people, to conquer something bigger than yourself. That's what I believe. So, man, I would love to have 1,000 people, because I got so many dreams too. Because every businesses that I'm in right now, one first thing, it has to serve big amount of people.
Right.
You know, the startup for the travel, you know, that would serve a lot of people to know Thailand more. And we have to work with the government to serve whatever idea, because we cannot bring all these people to come in, you know, excited to be in Thailand, and then all of a sudden, man, they suck, you know. So it cannot be me alone. And then even the agricultural, you know, businesses that we in, you know, all the farmers, they all in with us, you know, they open the shop with us, and all of a sudden we cannot doing good in terms of delivering this to the customer. So we screwed. So the next thing, big thing for us is logistic. So just 10 of us, we cannot handle logistic around the country. So what we do, man, we have to team up with a lot of people after all. So they're not going to talk to us if we nobody, right? So it takes so much time for us to build that reputation.
That's
So
so
every
cool.
single day we grew up, that in our mind we know that one day we're gonna be somebody. One day I'm gonna get old. You know, I'm 45 now, I'm 46 now. And at the age of 45 and 46, my word should be impact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we need someone to listen to us, right? At 20 and 30, we have to prove ourselves, work our ass off to be somebody. And then we prove that upon time, you know, up on top of each other more and more and more each years, until one day, hey, what you think, Mike? And they listen. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that takes so much time, man. And 10 years, I think that I cannot miss any project or any fucked up project that would be in the past, because that add on more and more and more. And that's real, man. That's real. And
100%.
this is the next level. It's just a, you know, for whatever we've been doing for 10 years, and this is like, what are we gonna do now? It's like walking to the cliff, and this is the whole world. We can see, we high enough to see, wow, this is the potential now. Should we jump? We look at our team, should we jump, dude? Or we say staying the same and walk back and then stay comfortably at where we were. But we know that this world is gonna, this land is gonna fill up with whoever doing the same thing as us. It's gonna grow more. So should we jump or should we stay and fight on this land?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we decided to fuck, man, jump. It's more fun, man. It's more fun. It's more
Michael
fun.
always jumps.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
100%.
The
100%. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like I guess I'd love to hear your response on this quote. Um, the only thing that's consistent is change.
Say it again. The
The
only thing
only
of what?
thing the only thing that's consistent is change.
Yeah, totally. You know, it's one of our code in the company.
Oh,
We
damn, okay.
we are the adapter. Whatever happens, we not we know people hate changes, man. Hate it,
Mm-hmm.
totally. But if we can stay with all the changes and then, you know, look around and then fuck it, you know, it's changes.
Mm.
I learned this from so many places, like in the army, you know, and and even in the U.S. Army said that too. It's one of the code that we change, man. We adapt. Whatever happened, you know. So many people wasting their time fighting the change. So
Uh,
waste their time fighting the change. But if the change happen, we adapt and then growing along with that, because it's gonna change anyway, man.
mm.
Look at the what happened here in the world, like you know, all the what they call all the environmental problem right now. Instead of doing, you know, like against it, or just we just do something else, you know, going with electric car, doing something. If we still trying to close down all those kind of stuff, you know, fighting with the government across the board, hey, let's put the army up on it, trying to, or doing something at the government level, fighting something and not doing anything, man. But I salute all the people. It's just, hey, get up and putting up electric car, getting up and clean the ocean, getting up, put an organization, doing something, man.
Yeah.
And if 10 billion people, our goal in our life is to create change in the world, just one thing before we die. That means in our generation, 3 billion new things gonna happen in a positive way. So that's what we've been thinking, like, hey, what am I gonna do to create something? Oh, this is worth it. And our work in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 100 years, people are gonna talk about, hey, remember this movie, this poster is on our wall. Okay, that's worth it. That's worth our time. And now we're doing the startup. What if the farmer now, which is so below what the poor level is in Thailand, is below that, and then they go up above it. You know how much they make for
Farmers?
Thai? Yeah, in Thailand,
No.
not even $1,000 per year.
Oh
Per
shit.
year, man.
Damn.
Is that
Let's say
US or Thailand?
no, in Thailand. That's what that we focus on. They have the whole big farm selling rice, right? And
Yeah.
then the whole year they're working their ass off to get the rice out to the market, and then they earn only less than $1,000 a year.
What is that like?
That's tough, man. That's
Yeah.
tough. Not person, family.
That's less than $100 a month.
Yeah, man. If
Damn.
they're lucky, huh? So that's like under a thousand
What is that
dollars.
like? What is that like? 50 cents a day, maybe?
Yeah, and the millions of them up there outside. So what we do is, hey, let's 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 make them be smarter, and then let them sell their product straight to people in the big city. No need to, hey, whoever come, give them, put their price down, and then take their win away, and then make tons of money on top of it. So I think if we move that up 20-30% from what they have right now, I think the economy here is going to move up as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So we have the mission is bigger enough for us to like work in 7 days a week now. The
I was
context
just about to
is fun.
say,
Mhm.
yeah, your impact, you literally want to change an economic uh, feasible object that's like in the actual cog of the whole entire wheel. Like I'm
Yeah.
using a metaphor here for the economy, but like that's kind of fascinating to me. Like you actually came up with the idea to say, hey, we are going to literally disrupt this whole entire industry.
Yeah. Exactly.
And your background is in advertising, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did one and one come together? Like I understand the passion is there, I can feel it from you, but how did, and I'm sorry, I'm just like really fascinated by this, but how did one and one come together where you said, I create understanding for people to get gravitated towards products, and then I see a need here, not in advertising, but a whole entire agriculture piece of our economy as a country I want to change and bring up as a whole.
Mhm.
How did that
It's
come in
a
your head?
that's a good question. I think it's not about doing whatever. I think that the main thing is it has been proven for the from 46 years of my life that, hey, everything is possible. So
Right.
I've been living my life according to that belief that whatever I want to do is possible. And this world still have room for these type of people And we need this type of people to lead wherever you are, even you being a dad. How can you be someone who can lead this family to become a good, solid people who can go out and live their life in the better place? I don't know. I can't explain in because if I go out routinely in my life, I always looking for something that it's not right. Let's say, let's say, okay, uh, this could be changed. That could be changed. So it depends on me to choose if I'm gonna change that or not.
Right.
We pass that every single day. We see that every single day. So we don't have time to fix all this kind of stuff or change. So what I love is to put myself into something, challenge myself into something. It started since the school day, man. Oh, shit, man, this department, this group of people, they don't understand this. How could they put that policy out to the school? You know, Thai school, they have to have short hair, right? And then who short hair, you know, it's such a nerd, man. Why? And then I talked to the school principal, like, what the hell is this? You know, if I have long hair or short hair, it doesn't determine my school grade.
Yeah.
And people look at me like, oh, you trying to fight the authority.
The
But
rebel.
no, man, no, I still have to cut my short hair, you know, but I think that could be changed.
Yeah.
I back then I don't know, I don't even know, you know, how other people, you know, like have long hair in school in America, or do they can wear whatever, but be in uniform. But after all, man, the uniform is cool. First, we don't need to stuck in the fashion thing, you know. Everyone dress the same. So we focus more on school. Okay, that works. We're not gonna compare each other. Okay, that's good reason. The short hair, it's about, you know, having, I don't know, the same identity. You know, we focus on something else. So they have their own reason. So it's not wrong. So I stay with it, and then I go to US. I see something else. So after all, I think, man, people put up their own rules,
Yeah.
their own thrive, and then it depends on if you can get along with it. You can go on with it. So this is my mentality, bro. I just curious, look at things. You know, when I first met Andy, I think, man, this guy is cool. He worked on his computer back then, and then, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I was a photographer doing film thing. Digital thing was like, oh,
Completely.
that's completely like out of my mind, you know. And I think I was kind of against it too. But instead of trying to fight it, I went to Universal Studio, get into those people who shooting the first digital with Nikon back then. You know, when you went into the park, you see those guys who walk into, hey, let's get the picture, you know, and
Yeah.
then take pictures. I went into that just to learn the digital world. Back then was like 1 point something megapixel. That's high end, man.
Yeah.
And they
No.
print out so quick, right? They
Yeah.
print out so quick. I worked my ass off in there, just get a little money just to learn how the hell they make money out of it, you know. And I went there. I had to start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm out my shift, you know. But I learned so much out of it, like how they make money and how this gonna stay, you know. That's me, man. I don't know if I answer
Mm.
your question, but there's so many things that we can learn. Like we travel and we see so much things, like cool things, you know. And then why this country they don't have this? Why Thailand don't have it? Or even I go to US, why the US don't have this type of stuff, you know? And then all of a sudden we see Elon Musk. we know Steve Jobs, and then we see Jack Ma and those kind of stuff. And I sit down, really sit down, and then think about it. Like, what the hell? Microsoft, man, they changed a lot of people mentally, you know. And
Yeah.
now, what business I'm in right now? How the hell am I gonna move into that type of business? If I think small, like I'm a photographer, I'm not gonna get there, man.
Yeah, and I noticed whenever I say that I'm too much, it throws everybody off. But
Mm,
because I do too many things. But when I like kind of focus it into like a couple things, and they can see that, oh man, this guy's got stuff like here and there, but it kind of comes together as a whole, kind of like you do all the time. It holds a lot of weight, and everybody gets focused more on you. It's cool
mm.
that you've gotten into this startup thing, and it sounds awesome, man. I can't even wait. But another question for you is, because you said your brother, he was going into farming, or not farming, but
Mm-hmm.
growing, or like whatever. Is he going to be tied in with you guys?
They will eventually. Everybody will get involved because our product is not for people who farming as a profession. Let's say, Andy, you got the land right in the backyard, and you put up tomato. You cannot eat all of it.
Right.
Right.
So if you can make extra $100 extra per month out of your backyard, would you do it? Of course,
I mean,
man.
why not?
Yeah, man, why not? And if we can do that all across, that means you're gonna make total more income. If you into it, it's your choice. We
Right.
just a platform, right? We just a platform.
Right.
So whoever can come up with something new, okay, good, cool. And this is not just the selling and buying place. What we're trying to do is involving in every possible way for farming.
Uh,
All the organic stuff. We're gonna show you how we do it properly, and how whatever you sell is gonna be more kind of like, okay, let's say a potato. Okay, this is how much they pay. I want to set up the price. We have the suggesting price of the potato.
mm,
Like, this is what they sell right now, man, and you're gonna make money out of it around this price. If you want to go over, you better be good at something. Or if you're gonna go under, you have more chance. So their choice too, you know.
right.
So whatever you can think of, man, you can sell out of it. If you and it
You
will
guys,
be yeah. Go
you
ahead.
guys you got pretty clean agriculture and all that over there. And plus, I think right now you guys, like you said, um, don't have any cases, and it's all pretty contained and pretty out of
Yeah.
everybody. I think Thailand's
Yep.
doing the best right now, right?
Yeah. Then we doing well in that. You know, we are number one now. We just conquer it zero for a week now. You
Oh,
know, like
nice.
Wow.
pop in one person. So yeah, we took about a month and a half, and we ranked number one in the world now, that we how we cope with this.
Mm,
But we still wearing our mask, and then we sit, far away, all those kind of stuff.
mm,
During we go into restaurant, and hopefully now in our country is clean. But if we open up the country again, that's what we kind of worry. People coming back in. But
Yeah.
it proves that it takes so much, for the whole country to work as a whole, as one. you know it's
right.
hard, man. Yeah.
So let's go into you. How you doing, man? Just so now we've gone deep
uh
into
yeah.
it's like
I'm
every
do I'm
day in the
do
loft back then.
I'm doing well, man. After I came back here, it took me years until I realized what the life means to me. So number one goal for me not just the business, man. I think if you ask me, it's kind of like a sounds like a dick, you know. People ask me, "How you doing, man?" Oh, fantastic, bro. Fantastic. I can't even describe, you know.
Yeah.
It's not about money, man. I'm so happy inside out. Like told I don't have enemy. In terms of relationship, I think I'm doing well with everybody. My family is awesome. You know, my partner, longtime partner, since we start up the company way back, still together.
Mm.
And my employees, my it's like my friends now. And then friends of friends doing well. So what should I ask for? My family still intact. My dad, my mom. My sister, my brother. So I will continue on. Andy's still with me. You know, my buddies in US. We still good friends. So I think I can sleep well. At night. So
Is your dad,
money, I'm doing okay. I'm still working, and my health is fine. What else could I ask for, man? I got Alex as a new friend today. He seems
there you
cool. You know.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Definitely, definitely. No, I feel like I can learn a lot from you, man.
are
Like
you,
Yeah.
truly.
is your
Do you
dad
have like
ready for?
a huh?
I was gonna say, is your dad ready for another panda visit?
Yeah,
Panda
dude.
visit. Another panda visit. Explain, explain, explain panda visit.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
way back. When first. Well, I think Andy
Way
was.
back when I was that big
Yeah.
over here,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
and
And then
my
my dad's birthday, we decided to came back and surprise him at his birthday, right? And then for some reason, I think it was his idea or something to put up the panda,
oh yeah, I
and
forget
then
why.
came out and then entertained him for a little bit, and then took the
Like
mask
the
off, the
whole
mascot
suit,
off, the whole suit, right?
like head
And
to
then
toe, big
Yo, the
head.
eyebrow is still up. The eyebrow is still up. Your story's
yeah,
weird.
so yeah, my
This is
dad was like,
crazy, man.
okay, we got the surprise for you, we got the show. And then next thing you know, there were two pandas, big pandas in mascot, and then dancing stupidly, like so stupid. And it was like, why the hell you spend money this much to surprise me? They suck. And then turned out to be Andy and me inside it. So it was a good one because
Almost passed out. That thing was so hot. Remember, I fell on the ground. I
yeah,
was like
yeah.
laying on the ground. I couldn't get up. It's so hot, man.
Yo, how heavy were those suits? I hear that they weigh like a ton.
Oh, it was so bad. I could barely even fit in it because I was the size of that big picture, whichever side it is right there.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
damn, I couldn't even fit. I had to wear the girl panda outfit because it was bigger than the guy panda outfit. And I couldn't get out of it. It was
Jeez,
so funny,
bro.
man. That was epic. So we had
That's
good times.
crazy, crazy, crazy.
Then we had the loft.
Yeah.
Well,
That was fun.
you say you had a lot. I hear stories about the loft. You guys got to explain this loft.
Uh yeah.
There's a lot of
What's
stories
good?
behind the loft. There's video
Well,
games.
oh, the
There's
video
you're up
gaming
till
was awesome.
Hey
Remember?
Andy, tell them about the party that we got knocked. The cops came in.
Oh yeah, we had a
Remember?
lot of parties.
word
We had a lot of
because
Yeah,
parties.
it's a loft.
But see, we had the top floor of the loft downtown, and then we had the roof. So we would party, and there would probably be like, I don't know, man. There was so many people at these parties. It was better than any club you had gone to. It was just slam packed full of people when we had a party. All open bar, the whole deal. There's just people in and out. We didn't even know who half the people were half the time. And then and it was like clubs and DJing, and we actually
I bet
had
Mike was
DJ.
in the corner here going like, "Why do people do this? I
Actually
wonder if we had
remember we
a
had
if
DJ
we had a
Lemon.
house, could we fit more people?"
Alex, check this out. I even have a new business company idea to pitch already. I did pitch already, and then that company took mine about doing party right, you know, in
Ah, man.
Bangkok. So, that's, oh man, that's I want to actually share to Andy too. Remember that night that we went out and you surprised me with that van, and then you came back the next morning beat up, and you were mad at
What?
me for like a month.
What?
Left you, yeah, dude.
Which?
And then he got robbed or something way back home or something
Oh,
And
way
you
back.
got
Remember?
robbed?
I got jacked up. Robbed.
Bro, what?
Man, way
I got
back. Way.
I got jacked. We went to some crazy party. I don't even know what it was. And then I don't even know. I guess I mean we got tanked or something, like, and then
Oh, big time.
and Michael, I don't know where Michael went. And then I couldn't find my way home. And oh man, that was awful. I didn't even, that's like a blur. I just remember I got jacked. I got in a fight with like three people. I lost my wallet. I was in like jeans and boots, and it was hotter than hell. And I had to walk home, and I was I like not feeling well and all messed up, and I couldn't.
This
I
ain't
had
helping
no
you,
way to
Andy.
contact anyone because my phone and everything was gone. And it sucked, man.
Dude, that
Super
that was
sucked.
a good party because we were so tanked, and then I sat on the curb and then Andy said, "This is not it, Mike." You know what? So all of a sudden, he's like, wait here. And then all of a sudden there was a van,
Oh
stop
yeah,
by and open it up. I'm like, what the hell,
who's
dude?
in the van?
The all people in there like refugee or something sitting on the floor, no seat, and then he just pushed me in, like I'm like, damn.
Andy
And
put
then
you in
but
or the guy put you in?
no, that Andy was like push me in, like, come on, man, go in. And then
Oh
like sitting there,
God,
like
that's
I'm like,
Andy
what,
for you. Come on, let's
dude?
go
And
do it.
then
Why not?
I can't even see where they were taking me, man. But all of a sudden, when we got there, they opened up
I
the
have no
van and like
idea.
boom, 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 and then they doing the
The
fire drill
fire and
thing,
stuff
Oh
and the
man, I'm like,
tilts
this
and
is
everything.
awesome. I'm like, how did you find this thing? I'm like, and then all of a sudden, boom, out. We split, and then in the morning, I remember Keenan or something like, "Hey man, I got a call from Andy, and he missed. I can't call him. Where the hell is he?" I'm like, "Dude, we split last night, and then we trying to get him, try to call him, he didn't pick up." So I'm like, "This is not good, man. I didn't even know where I was. I don't even know." And then next thing I know, he came back home, didn't even look at me, man. 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening or something, and then he turned back at me like. And I'm like, what the hell? His face was like got
Yeah.
bruised or something. I'm like, shit, I'm
I
sorry,
see
bro.
that. Andy, face trying. He's trying. Yo, that didn't happen, bro. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh
And
man.
he didn't talk to me for like a month or something. He was so mad I left him. Man, I'm like, oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean it, man. I didn't know. And he told me the whole
Jeez,
story. I'm like,
bro.
dude, you're lucky. Lucky you.
Oh man, that was
Lucky
bad.
you.
I
He
forgot about
walked
that one.
back from Hollywood Hills or something, remember?
I forgot about
Oh
that
my
one.
God.
I
Yeah.
remember when we went to Vegas with Keenan. That was fun. That was a
Yo,
blur. That was
that
fun.
sounds like the
But
time
that sounds
I got
fun, right?
love.
That sounds
Yeah.
fun, right? That's
That
why I pitched that idea to have another level of party here in Bangkok. So that's coming soon too.
But you have
That's
them
coming
on. You
soon.
have the parties on the. I thought was pretty cool on top of all the parking garages and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I know, right?
massive concerts and stuff on top of a
But
parking.
yeah, but we
Awesome.
we we didn't make money out of it. Remember, that's the difference.
Oh
What
yeah,
if we
yeah.
can make it safe,
like a
make it
circus.
fun, yeah, and then make
Yeah,
money out of it, and everybody's happy. That's what's the goal. And
yeah.
I even have the good name, man, already, but I cannot share it yet. But next
Not
time you
there,
come,
not live.
Nah,
yeah, next
don't
time you
share.
guys
No.
come,
Yeah,
next time you guys come, probably, I'm gonna show you around with this party, man. It's coming soon for
I'm
sure, but it
I'm
has
going
to
to fuck
be
you
after
up,
COVID,
bro.
man. Have to
I'm
be
going to
after
fucking
COVID.
Bangkok.
Hey, Alex, have you been to Bangkok or Thailand?
Nope, I'm going. It's the next place I'm going. I turn 25 next month, and we need to be there.
Oh, wow. Okay, after
Oh
COVID,
shit!
man, I promise you, I'm gonna make you fall in love with this city, man. Yeah, and then you
I've
have,
heard
you're
stories
gonna have a
though.
good
I've heard
time.
stories. I've heard stories.
Yeah,
So
I know.
He said, "Yeah, I know, but it's okay. You're gonna fall in love. You're gonna be with me. You know, if anything happens, ask Andy. How fun did he have with me? Oh wait, his face
Right.
got beat up.
hold on, I got
Oh man. So this
um
literally like this is the real Mike. Like super deep, super funny, super family man, but also about business. I mean, like, do you have like a morning routine? Like, I'm just trying to find normalcy in you.
I don't my routine thing is wake up around 7, get off the house before 8, and then get to work, and then it's a solid work, man. I'm not chilling. We do it from 9:30, straight to 6, 7 o'clock at night. Have lunch a little bit, and then once I came back, normally I would go bike, for an hour with my wife, run or even bike, because I have a good solid around this gated community here in Bangkok, right? And then they have a road without that bump, you can ride bike nicely around the lake and stuff. It's a good, nice lifestyle here. And or even run around the lake, and I take around, I don't know, 20 kilometers, every time I go out, or run around 7 kilometers around the lake, and then came back, had good dinner, and then take shower, and for sure, meditation, half hour. And then if we still have time, I normally go back to bed around midnight or 1 the latest, trying to be, have enough sleep. But during that time, I will go on, before I sleep, I have to read, watch something, you know, gain more inspiration, whatever my homework is all about. Watching uh, business, skill add up to my knowledge, or cars if I'm into it, if I'm doing something, I have to learn something before I go to bed. And now I'm learning about the war, man, on Netflix.
war.
Yeah, man, the war, Vietnam War, and then I'm like growing up around that time. I didn't know exactly
Yeah.
what it's all about, Vietnam War in details. So I'm kind of backed up between Vietnam War and then World War, and how it's become something, and then, oh man, now we smarter in within this 50 years, we are free of war, so that's why World War One, World War Two, Vietnam War, and all those kind of war end up around between we were born, right? 70s something, 80s, after that. So I learned that kind of thing. I learned so much thing, man. I learned everything that in my disposal. Yeah.
Is that because you're
And
on
then I go to
Xbox
sleep.
on Warzone?
Yeah, man. Warzone.
Call of
Today's
Duty?
Warzone day for me, for a little bit to rank up my level a little bit, and then to learn that, and then to see what is in right now, because I'm in advertising. I need to know the new things too, the new technology, what's in it, so I can discuss, I can have more idea to expand. And that's another project that I'm gonna do too, gaming, because I have the tech company now,
Yeah,
and
gaming would be badass.
yeah, and then they're all into it. All the kids in the company, they say, "Oh man, if you do game, I'm in." I'm like, "Dude, hold on, let's finish this, and then we do game, all right?"
You
Pretty
game
much.
with your employees that are all like friends and everything now?
Yeah, man, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
You gotta send me your type in or send me your tag now. I got the
Okay,
same
okay.
one. I don't know if you got the
Yeah.
same one or not.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'll look.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You look up then. I don't know, man. It's that's my routine. And nothing much. Just try to balance my, if you see it, work, relationship, family, and and study, my health, and then once a month, close friends we meet up. At least once a month. Once a week, I see my dad and my mom on
That's,
Sunday for church. You know, we have to
how are they
go.
doing?
Even
They
they're
doing
doing
good?
what? Fine, totally fine, totally
Awesome.
fine. They're getting old, almost 80 now, but they're still fine. We had a birthday celebration with my dad last week on Zoom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey, whatever works, man. Happy belated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Thanks. And then we bought. My brother sister decided to buy him the lazy boy, just to hang
Oh,
out, sit because he'd been sitting all day on the same sofa for a long time, man, for years, like 10, 20 years, after retirement,
right.
and he'd been sitting there. I'm like, this is getting old. Let's find him a good chair.
Yeah.
Okay, so my brother got free time. He went out, looking for some good chair for him. So he was kind of like he like, why you buying this? It's why you waste your time and your money. It's fine, the old chair. Old man. But
Right.
once he sit on, it's like my mom said, oh, he's actually knacking, but he loving it, man.
That's awesome.
Oh man, that has to put a smile
Yeah,
on your face just to be able to do that.
Yeah.
yeah, man. Whatever, man. If it doesn't matter for him. Luckily, for me, I don't know, it's Asian thing. Uh, we got two kinds of parents who first they have kids because they need something back from the kids.
I
Oh,
know,
you
I
got to
know, I
take
know. Let
care
them
of
talk.
me. You got
Put
to
me off.
pay me when you make
I know,
money.
I
Share
know.
me.
Let them
Right, right,
Put me
right,
off,
right.
man. What did I do to you?
And if you lucky, you will have parents like, oh, dude, do your thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You can take care of yourself. Whatever you give me extra. If you need help, come see me. And I'm kind of lucky. I'm got the second one. You know, all
Yeah.
support, whatever you need. If I can give you, I give you. If you cannot, you can fight for yourself. And never ask for a dime. You know,
Mm.
totally 100% integrity, man. You know, totally.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, so I'm lucky. Maybe, yeah, I have to give 100% credit to my dad, my mom, on that.
So, what do you
Have
miss
to.
most about the U.S. besides me?
Oh,
Woo!
oh man. I think it's everything, man. If you can put Thailand and then put in the US and then
Yeah.
kind of check it and then you come up with a new country, that would be a perfect country, man. You
Yeah.
know, you
I
know,
like that. I like that.
totally, man. I love the freedom, of the US. You can say shit whatever you want, you know. That's the right. It's so small here. It's such a small chance here for Thai people to do that. And that Asian thing, but oh man, I miss restaurant, diversity of food, you know, especially in California, you can have like totally like a street food, in the shop, really clean, up to like 5 stars, 6 stars,
Yeah.
food, fancy stuff, clubbing, you know, and awesome street. I mean the road, freeway, even if you say, oh man, Michael, man, that suck here, dude, come to Thailand, you understand how sucky it is to be in traffic in Bangkok, you know. And I miss people there, like, oh, little Tokyo, let's go this weekend, go check out Japanese food, go to Chinatown. We have those here, but it's not as convenient to go around, and event in US, gadgets, big thing, man. gadgets,
Oh yeah.
gadgets, everything you can imagine, you can get there. Whatever online, you can go to Craigslist, get some cool stuff.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, all old camera, film camera. You can go shop whatever you can think of. There are available in
You
the
can't find that
U.S.
there,
But
huh?
here, not everything, man. Not
Mm.
everything. And cars, man. If you pay $100,000 US in US to buy a car, you can have whatever up to supercar, right?
Yeah.
Here, $100,000 you can get just only a Mercedes Benz
Damn.
Why?
300e. That's it. That
Yeah.
That's like
level,
some
man.
change left over. Like 300E isn't that impressive.
I know,
Like,
right? But that's
yeah.
$100,000 here, solid, man. Solid. Not even AMG or anything, man. It's just plain.
I'm gonna need you to
Honda, Honda.
negotiate for me a little bit.
So do you have a Tesla now?
Oh man.
Do they have Tesla?
Oh man. Tesla.
Oh, good
There
question.
are couple. Yeah, but it's the price as a supercar here.
Oh,
Okay, whatever Andy is driving right now, that would cost around what 9 million baht. 9 million baht divided by 30. That's the price. You know,
what was that,
nine
about
million.
250 or something like that? Maybe more.
No, no, 9 million
It's like
divided by 30.
300 grand.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna, yeah.
300 grand. Yeah, US.
You ever see
Yeah.
the Porsches over there? Much?
Don't talk
Much,
about
man.
Porsche.
But if you see people driving, brand new sports car here, that
Uh,
means they pay at least four times more than you guys there in the US.
yeah.
Show me the Carfax. How about that? Show me the Carfax.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, man. So
That's
so
crazy.
Mercedes all over, brand new. But if these people in US they can buy supercar, so that's crazy how people they can make that type of money and they still spend it.
Yeah.
Harley bike, that would pay they have to pay at least uh 50 grand for it.
Mm,
Wow.
50 grand, man, for Harley.
Why
damn.
is
Yeah,
everything inflated?
That's crazy.
it's the tax, man. It's the tax. They think it's you don't need it. You don't need to have this type of stuff. That's why they raise it for rich people to. Okay, if you want it,
Mm.
you have to pay this price. Because we don't need it. We don't need supercar in Bangkok.
There's no
What about
But
reason.
if you want for the status, you can pay it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jade does all the remodeled classic cars, right?
Yeah, man.
Does he
Yeah, totally.
do those
He
cost
got
a lot?
collections. Yeah, he got collections of those.
Those are pretty
And
badass.
yeah, there's so many things that is so unbelievable. Like people who he met, and went to, he shot, and then share it to us, like all the friends, like, dude, check this out. He owned this one. I'm like, okay, cool. But he owned this one and he shot the whole garage. I'm like, how the hell? That's, oh man. Like, oh dude. Oh, that's another thing, man. If we in US, I would be like so like show off, to all my friends here in Thailand. Like, dude, this is like okay here. This is what you want here. But here they like I don't know if you into you people the gang of people here. They're starting to collect all the Range Rover, Rover, the old type, and the price is skyrocket. And then they looking for it, and then he met the old guy, like t-shirt, like look really, really, really poor,
Yeah.
and he's like, check out his place, and this guy collect like 20 of them,
Oh shit.
worth like millions of dollars, man,
Oh damn.
just to sit there, man, drive on. This car is like 40-year-old car, drive only like 200 miles. and then sit
Damn.
there, man. Just and now he makes so much money out of it. He was like, oh, that's a good investment for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
It's like my car,
That's
just
interesting.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Good
because nobody
investment.
likes Porsche.
Oh man, come on now. This guy's
I
a
know I had to bring it
he
down
likes
on you,
Audi.
bro.
He's the
I love
Audi.
Audi. I love Audi. I love Audi. I love German
But the
engineering.
opportunity in US is cool too for me. That what I miss, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have so many people, right? But next thing you know, it's overnight sensation for the US thing, you know. You know, today I'm talking to Alex, right? And we that happens many times in my career. Like, okay, he's good looking. He came over. I shoot photo, and then the next thing you know, I drive along the Hollywood and look up on the poster, on the billboard. I'm like, oh shit, he's in Hollywood now, you know. And then
Yeah.
he's become a freaking somebody. And then next thing you know, I try to hit him up on Facebook.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay, he never replied back, you know. You know,
Oh
I just
shit.
what just want to say congratulations, man. I'm not gonna borrowing you anything, you know, but that's common, right? All of a sudden, you know, the manager take over your social media and everything. I totally understand, you
Yeah.
know,
That's where
and
you have handlers
that's
at. That sucks.
yeah, that's what I missed about the US too. It opens so many possibilities, you know, so much
Hmm.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's awesome.
insane. Well, you want to
that's
know
one of the
what?
greatest country. Go ahead.
Like, the cast of Mulan had to deal with this. Just going on your social media concept, um,
Hmm.
like they had certain political views, especially when it came to the movie coming out and her being such a huge star in China. I don't know her name specifically, but I just remember reading an article on it in Deadline, and like she was just like so enthralled by her experience from how she was treated in the U.S. versus her family and friends and everybody in China. And it was just interesting that like what you were just saying right now, it kind of uh, resonated with me on that level. Just the fact that perspectives can be so different in different countries.
Right.
You know.
I agree. I agree. Like, uh, you know, human man in general, they're so interesting in itself. You know, if you want to learn something, you know, for me, oh, we learn so much. This, and that. You know, oh, underwater, Titanic thing, going down to study the animal on Discovery Channel or whatever. But you know, the most fantastic thing for me to learn is human, you know. Oh man, you can be master at it too, you know. Like
Mm.
wow, that's the first thing we should talk about, you know. How I don't know, it's fascinating for me, you know, like how we all the same. Oh, I can share you one experience I have my right in personal, you know. Oh man, sorry, 1 second. I dropped my earphone.
He did this the other day too. I'm
Oh,
like, man, where'd he go?
oh, okay. You know, I don't know if back then when I went to US, right? I see the guys up close, like, oh, this guy is black guy, right? Black guy. Oh, black guy, this type of skin. And look at his skin. Seriously, wow. So they're Asian, but I'm looking closer, right? Okay. Oh, this is white guy. Oh, blonde hair. Can I touch? You know, I touch. Man, that's hair, but we different, right? His eyes so blue, right? So clear. And then, okay, they cry. They can cry. We affected the same thing, you know. We lost people, we cry. We all the same actually. But what make us so different? What make us fight?
Mm.
What make us, you know, like love each other? We actually the same, man. But finally, whatever is here in our head, something that we don't talk about, you know, something, the conflict that we had in our mind, you know, like with our own family and stuff. It's all about us, me to survive, right? So the more I think about it, we all the same. Why we still fighting? Why we still hungry? Why we still this, and that? Blah 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 blah. Is there any set of rule or code for us to live in and become an, a world nation, not just a country thing? So it brought boiled down to identity, man. For me,
100%.
it's all about identity. We all struggling to become certain type of someone in the tribe, in the school. We got the name, right? Oh, you go to UCLA, you know, and then you become somebody, you know, in this organization. It's all about identity. And that's make us conflict. So if I don't know if you ask me all those kind of stuff, it's for me, it's that type of thing that let's say now we talking about all across, you know, like, oh, you from US, I'm from Thailand, you know. But we never thought about, oh, we all human, man. We all the same. We
Yeah.
call us as human being, and being human is something such and such. So we are so close, man, to become one eventually because now we got the technology. But yeah, that's I don't know. It's getting serious every time I talk about this, but for me, we all the same. Seriously, I don't look at Alex as such and such. You are fucking friends of Andy, and you are 20 year 25-year-old man speak English, but you're the same as mine, man. Totally, totally. You can call me
I vibe
whatever.
with this guy. I vibe with this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I vibe with Mike. Mike, I just want to let you know I vibe with you, man. That's amazing. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
right?
incredible. Yeah, just thought process. Thought process. Most people don't know how to, especially with what's going on, don't know how to live with themselves and the understanding of, just like our last guest, how to have a actual thought that is congregated and actually is going, huh, what is this going to be like when it comes out of my mouth and it goes to the other person in through their ears? It seems like you are very cerebral with your thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cerebral. I mean, it's almost like it's unfair to the populace how smart you are. Like
Oh
I
man,
had
thank
to,
I don't know. I take that as a compliment, but it's so excited for me every time we talk about life, man. So I'm so into this, and then I feel like, you know, every time I travel a lot too. That helps, you know. Like the more you know people around it, the more you can reach out, and there are so many things that you guys call it discrimination, right? I'm like, dude, I don't get it. I've been in the US the whole time. I feel loved, man. I
mm,
never feel outside the US. I go to Europe, I talk to people. Sometimes they don't talk back to me. First thing I think,
Oh
I
yeah, no.
never said, I never said, oh man, they discriminate me. They don't like me. I never thought about that. I thought, man, they gotta have something in their mind. They gotta be they that moment there's something. If I see them on the train and I say them hello when they chilled out, they probably, hey, what's up, man? And they have some issue in their mind. But if you dig down, dude, we are the same, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the only thing that separates us beyond that is just only one thing, is language.
Hmm. I know.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
I speak two languages. So, but if you speak three or four or five, you know, you will be understand these people even more. Like why Chinese people, they're trying to push each other that on the train, you know, they don't even care, you know. That doesn't mean like,
right.
dude, you bad, man. No, they have the reason why they're doing that. Look back, look at the past, you know. why Asian, they're so small, like they never like, hey man, look at me. No, they're feeling uh stay low, there's a
Yeah, yeah,
reason why
yeah,
they're doing
yeah,
that, you know.
yeah.
Why
Right.
black people they fighting, you got to do this, you got to do that, that's the way they are, man, and accept that. They have the reason why they're being that, but not because they're black,
Yeah.
because they have the past, the same thing, and then you put that as an identity, like call them this, call them that, call them that. Even the organization, man, if I get this in myself, I'm telling everybody, dude, there's no anyone, this, and that. It's the thing that you create yourself within. Culture. What kind of culture? What's the culture? Think about it. What you put the meaning towards something and then become reality. It's just for yourself, man. Other
Right.
people don't think that, right? I become, I don't know. Is this turned into like, oh,
No, no,
no,
no,
dude.
no, 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 no. I get it. I get it.
Uh,
I'm
good.
grateful to be able to understand it. I'm just blessed. I'm like, I'm so glad this didn't go over my head. This is some really, really deep conversation here. That, especially that
Yeah,
last part that you just said, and I've been struggling that personally
It,
myself because
this
it's
is totally
you.
loft days, man. I miss this. This is loft
yeah,
days
This is
on the roof.
deep. This is yeah. You guys got into it. I can see how you could talk about this till like 3 in the morning.
yeah, man.
Um,
Totally, totally. I would love to know Alex more in person.
Yeah.
Outside there, we don't have even have time to get to know each other. I went to the class. This is like, okay, startup people and blah 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 blah. And then, we went there for the connection whatsoever, blah 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 blah. The whole time I'm like, why this is identity thing again. We come here for the purpose to connect and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, it makes sense. This is the first step, man. But to
Mm,
get into people, not just for my own, for us. Like, well, it would work if we have one thing in common. We know each other and bond and then start the relationship. And then the only thing that we try to get, we don't even know that we want, is trust. The whole everything that we trying to build upon each other is trust, man.
right.
Trust. It takes so much time. And then when you fuck up one thing, the trust gone.
it's gone. It's gone.
Gone, dude. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
So I think successful people, it's all about trust.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Eventually, it's all about trust. Yeah,
That's
That's why you talked
awesome,
about
man.
your words starting off.
yeah,
That was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey, man, I'm so enjoying that. Few people listen to this. That because if you get into this kind of zone, just not many people like totally want to listen to this. This is not this is not a money thing. We want to listen to how you make money out of it. But the only thing is, dude, the more you make money, if you have enough money, you understand like, dude, how are we gonna do with this? This money gonna go down anyway. Oh, I need to invest because the inflation is this and that. And then you end up not being like, you're tired and then you kind of scared, you fear of how you're gonna keep all these assets and all this kind of stuff. Oh man, how these people gonna work for me? If they quit, we fucked.
Mm,
Oh, if this pull off, we're gonna, man, we focus on that so much, way too much.
mm.
And what about sharing, dude? No, not anymore. Share, fuck you, man. Me first, you know?
Yeah.
And that turned out into this type of human now.
Yeah.
So what if we think the opposite? I'm the crazy one, right? My wife totally understand. Like, I always think of in the opposite side. Always. Like, people come in to take something. I'm like, okay, but if I'm coming to give something. Whatever I've signed on to this program for Andy, I don't even care how many people watch this. I don't even care about the fame, because you know what? Whatever you share to me, one thing that I can take off to back into me, and that could change me somehow. Whatever I share and you take, you know, that could change someone's life. For three of us, we can make so much difference anyway. That's why I love TED Talk so much, man.
You know that the Stay Up Network's logo or um, tagline that we created is you give.
Yeah, cool,
That's our
man.
mentality. That's our mentality with this. So we basically created Stay Up Networks to lift everybody up, but keep them up during these times and just going forward, right? So
Hmm.
it's not paid, we're not paying anybody, and then we don't want anything out of it. We just want people to speak and be people. So every single person, no matter who they are, no matter what their profession is interesting, and they all have something good in them and something good to say. But a lot of networks and channels and similar live things and all that always are either one group and that's it, or it's one type of person, or they sit there and they drill them for information, but not information like something about them, you know?
Hmm.
It's not about give and it's about take, take, take. And so cannot deal with the take thing. That every entrepreneur and every person that we've spoken to so far and that's done well and gone far and going far, every single one of them has the same mentality of what I've said and what you've said, basically, and what Alex has said is you don't go look for the money. You don't go hunt for it. You don't stress on it or anything. You do what you need to do naturally and normally. You be real, you be true, and you give. And all the money and all the stuff that you need to continue on and to move forward and to grow will come to you.
Hmm.
And so that's what I have heard almost word for word from you, from Alex, from lots of people, and they all say the same thing. It's almost like every time Alex and I sit here on a chat like this, getting to know somebody, if we don't know them or too well, it, they all say almost word for word the same thing. And we're both like, wow, right?
No, absolutely. I mean that you kind of hit it on the nose there, man. I'm kind of speechless with that. That's actually true. Like, yeah. I know for me, I don't know, Andy, you've been doing this for a really long time, so it's probably indulged into both of yours heads. But if you guys really, really like kind of like think about this for a second, my generation, this is the first time that we've actually had to face some kind of adversity where we have to question our mindset and what we really want. And so Mike coming on and saying money is not the thing, and yet I pull up my phone and all I see on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, is big cars, big women, big, well, not big women, hopefully.
What kind of things are you following?
Big cars, big houses, the whole entire bit, but it's not about the money,
Yeah. It,
you know.
Uh,
that's just something you acquire and you get, and it goes with the growth of everything else you do. But
Yeah.
I think what's worth more than money is the growth. And like Michael said, knowing people, you know?
I love the money, man. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yeah.
But the way you earn it is different,
Exactly. That's what
you
I mean.
know.
The money's
Yeah,
great and the
great,
toy.
man. Totally. But you know, we as like, we are so smart as the language we have to exchange things that we create. Now we as smart as we have English, we have currency. Bitcoin is coming up.
Yeah.
We still have to exchange something at some point with certain kind of things. Like we barter before, right? What
Mm.
next? I don't know. But the only thing cannot change is what the value of us to exchange with something in the bigger social.
Mm.
One for one.
Right. So the more you earn, the thing that you earn, it's not coming for free, man. You have to become someone who have the value to earn something. So it's for me, it's totally demand and supply of your life, right? So you if you think of, man, it's worth this much for your life. No, it's not, dude. You earn something else. You earn reputation. You earn, balance of your life. If you earn some, you have more time.
Mm.
So it's not about just money, man. That's shallow. That's shallow. So people in Europe, know this. They 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 respect people who actually have more balance of their life than money. In the US, they look at the material they have than something else. So it's not wrong, but just the way they look at it. But I absolutely believe that it's not everybody, man.
Right.
So if you choose to be shallow, or you choose to be deep, it's your right, man. It's not wrong. It's your
Right.
right, right? So I think, and that make you happy. It's cool, man. If you have Lamborghini and you have so much shit, it's cool, man. If you have hot girls, and so it's, but I don't know if it's gonna stay that long, man. The end of the day, dude, who loves you for, who loves you, really loves you? Do you love anyone for real? Have you experienced that yourself? Have you stand up for anyone that you believe, like for your boss or your employees? That's more exciting, man. I don't know. That's real for me.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah.
I got Tony
Woo!
Robbins on here. He's wondering what your number is because he wants to get you on the next show. No.
Ah, I love that, man. I love that. Freaking A, man.
Ah, no,
That's
man, I'm
awesome.
still learning, bro. I'm still learning, and I'm gonna be supporting you guys for sure. I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna be following because I like it. Whoever, man, you know, trying to make the difference in their life, I think it's
Right.
worth it. Even though you have 200 strong followers, it means a lot, for that 200, because that 200 have family,
Yeah.
you know,
We're
you
just trying to
know.
pass the word and put it out there and keep people up.
Yeah.
You know.
So Tony Robbins or whoever trying to do something right now, just keep doing it. You know, just keep
That's
doing it.
amazing.
But thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. Beyond.
Thank you
You
so
know.
much.
You gotta
Thank
send me your
man.
gamer tag, man. We got a game like the old days. I probably suck.
Okay.
Get
Okay, bro.
it.
Give me the link
All
next
right.
time you have this time of show. Okay, I want to see. I like
Yeah.
I like you a lot, Alex. I don't know what the hell you're doing here at the age of 25. Stay up late at night. Why you
Personal
into
trainer.
this? You could go out, hang out or do something else, man. But you're doing this. I'm totally like respect that a lot. You know.
Thank you, man.
This
I
is a
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
38-year-old in a 25-year-old body.
I have a legacy to upkeep. I have a legacy to upkeep.
Oh, that's awesome,
So
man.
This is the
yeah,
new
yeah,
young
yeah.
rock.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a part of my legacy, but gosh, man, I wish I got into it earlier. But my grandfather was one of the first black entrepreneurs in all of California, where we're all from, and that legacy just really resonates with me, and so it's pushed me to want to do things and do better and build upon that.
Oh
So
man,
that's why I'm here.
totally, man. You
We
get
can
you
have
get
a
you get you get
session
my
too.
support, man. You get my support. I think you can do it.
Thank you,
Just
man.
just do it. That's all. Just do it. I know. You're gonna
I'll,
be someone. That's awesome.
I'll connect you two on the social media and everything, and then I'll tag you when we have,
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely.
and we'll
Totally.
catch
I think we'll
up.
talk. We'll talk definitely a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. I have planned to go back to the US sometime next year, after the COVID thing. So hopefully I can meet you up on, somewhere else.
Awesome.
Definitely, man.
Cool.
And we got Thailand.
Yeah, dude.
All
Be
right.
my guest. Okay.
Awesome,
Come
bro.
hang out.
All
No
right.
problem. All right.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it,
Take
man.
All
We'll
That's
right.
talk
it,
to you soon.
right?
Bye.
Yeah.
Talk to you
All right.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
All
night.
right.
Good night. Good night. Later.
Yeah.
Bye.